Hello, my name is Robert Allen. I'm the author of some of the largest financial bestsellers in history. New York Times bestsellers such as Nothing Down, Creating Wealth, Multiple Streams of Income, The 1 Minute Millionaire, Nothing Down for Women. There are many, many bestsellers, and I want to teach you how to become financially independent. So let's start first. Are you ready to be financially independent? Do you really want to be? Nod your head. Say yes. If you don't, hang up. Stop watching this right now and wait for 10 years and then come back and watch this when you're really ready. You know, there's so many people who really just don't do what they need to do to make financial freedom happen. And what we're going to be doing in this next few minutes together is I'm going to get you motivated enough, excited enough, focused enough that you'll take action and do what you need to do to create financial freedom, even in the midst of these financial uncertainties that we're in right now. Yes, you can create a fortune right from now. I want you to read these books that I've written. I want you to do what I tell you to do and listen to this program all the way through. I've been on many, many talk shows. I've been on hundreds of talk shows and hundreds of television shows. I've been out there for a long time teaching people how to become financial free. Why? Well, first I started off with me. My goal was to create financial freedom, and I did it through real estate and through books that I've written and through all kinds of businesses I've created. It's wonderful to be financially free. It really is. But, you know, a lot of people don't believe that it's possible, even at times like this. And of course it's possible. These media people have challenged me to do challenges to prove that this stuff works, and it does work. Nothing Down was my first book. It's the all-time best-selling real estate book in history. How to buy real estate with little or no money down. And you might be asking yourself, do I want to buy real estate right now? Do you want to buy real estate? You want to buy 10 great properties this year, right now, in the middle of this magnificent buying opportunity. But you want to buy them right. Now, there are 50 Nothing Down techniques that this book talks about. But you're going to just use a few of those techniques to achieve financial freedom. Now, a lot of people are skeptical about it. You know, I said, send me to any city, take away my wallet, give me a $100 bill, and in 72 hours I'll buy an excellent piece of real estate using none of my own money. And the LA Times read that in one of my advertisements, and they called me on the phone, and they said, we challenge you to do that. And off we flew to San Francisco with an LA Times reporter right by my side. And we went into that city, and I bought 7 properties in 57 hours and gave the reporter $20 back in change. I was doing then what you're going to be doing now. I was looking for highly motivated sellers. Yeah, people who don't want their real estate. What's great about now is that the banks don't want all this real estate they're taking back. And the banks that go bankrupt, isn't that interesting that a bank goes bankrupt? They give those back to the government. And what is the government going to do with it? It's going to dump it. And it's going to dump it into your hands. And you're going to buy properties 5, 10 at a time. And you're never going to buy a property on the market value. You want to buy below market. You want to buy a great deal, just like I did during that challenge in San Francisco. I was looking for great deals. And there are always great deals. They're everywhere. You just have to make a decision that you're going to buy 1 or 2 great deals every single year for the rest of your life, at least for the next 10 years. And that will take you to financial freedom. Absolutely. And the LA Times reported the success of this challenge on the front page of the financial section, and it went all over the country. It made Nothing Down huge bestseller, huge, because of the credibility of the Los Angeles Times. They actually had challenged somebody who actually stepped out and did what he said he could do. You know what I'm going to do with you? We're going to send you into any city, take away your wallet, give you a $100 bill, and let you do what I did. You see, I want to coach you how to do that. If you live in a city right now, would you like to buy a property that right this very moment could double your salary? A job you might be working at that you might not like, double your salary? You can do that in 2 or 3 properties, maybe 1 or 2 if you're really smart. And that's what we're going to be teaching you in this process. You listen right now as we go through this entire training, and you're going to come away with this belief in you that you know you can do it. I know you can do it. I've seen people I've had a gentleman who came to my classes in Oakland. I'll never forget it. He was so, disabled. He could hardly speak to me. And I said to myself, this guy will never be able to do this. I felt really guilty when he really wanted to take my training, and he took it. And I was back in about 3 or 4 months later, maybe it was 6 months later, and there he was on the front row, and I'm thinking, he's back again. What does he want? And he came up to me, he said, Bob, I tell you, I bought 5 properties, and it made him financially free. I will never again question any person No matter who they are, no matter how bad I might think they think, anybody who has a heart and a belief can make this happen. No matter who you are. No education, no college, no high school, whatever. Do you have a belief and a desire? Then you can do what I teach. You can do this. When I wrote Creating Wealth, I did another challenge to see whether it would work or not. And the challenge I did was this. I said, send me to any unemployment line. Let me select someone who is broke, out of work, and discouraged. In 2 days' time, I'll teach them the secrets of wealth. And in 90 days, they'll be back on their feet with $5,000 cash in the bank, never to set foot in an unemployment line again. We went to the least likely people. You know why? Because everybody thought that I did these challenges because I was smart. No, I was trying to prove that the systems are smart, not me. These systems we can use by anybody, anywhere, anytime, from an unemployment line. And off we went to select the people from the unemployment lines. A guy came up to me and said, if I come to this little meeting you're going to have, or you're going to try to select some people to work with, if I come to that meeting, I'm going to lose my place in line. And you know what I said to him? I said, well, you just stay right here, and maybe the next time I come to town, maybe you'll be ready then. And he said, you're right, the next time you come. I did that as a test to him. I wanted to see if he would bite. I wanted to plant the seed that maybe I would be coming back. Because if a person is not ready to act, they'll always put things off. They always will. And they'll put things off and off and off and off and get to the end of their life, and it's over. And their dreams are gone. And what I said to him is, maybe I'll come back. Because I wanted him to decide whether he would do it now or he would never do it. Matter of fact, if you put things off, more than likely you will never do it. Matter of fact, if you won't listen to this entire program all the way through, more than likely you'll never achieve financial freedom. If your financial freedom isn't important enough for you to spend at least a few minutes with me teaching you and guiding you right now, more than likely you'll have a job that you don't like for the rest of your life and it'll be over. I want to get you where you want to go, so just listen and let me teach all the way through.